very good evening to all of you. With all the stress of COVID around us, I don't know how should I be thanking you guys because you believe in the mission and probably that is what has brought you here this evening. Our children are above all. And we know that the more we do, the less it looks like. This evening is planned just for them. And I'm sure that you all will enjoy this evening as much as they will enjoy presenting it for you. So let me just take you through the whole program of the day. So it starts with a walk of confidence. The children who find it so challenging to walk on the path of life, with various challenges they face in doing those little things which come so normally and naturally to each one of us. And today, they are the champions. They're going to show it to you that they know that they're going to make it big in their life. They're not scared. They have no fear factor. And it's so beautiful to see them perform the walk of confidence. Our interns from the multiple universities who are running the psychology honors program, who are working as interns in the Institute of EduScan, are going to help our lovely children to do this walk this evening. After the walk, we have a dance by a group of students, and it's an inclusive dance. And if you're more observant, you will see that how beautifully the dance is performed, where children with multiple challenges, along with their other counterparts, I call it, that is what inclusion is all about. While dancing, how they hold hands and support each other. And I think today is the need that we let our growing children understand what their responsibilities are towards their counterparts who are maybe a bit different in certain areas, but certainly are amazing in certain other areas. Post that, we have a walk of confidence part 2. So we have the children who are profoundly impacted would then be walking on the stage, followed by our juniors who would come forward to perform their dance. And at last, we will have a full team doing a yoga, which is synchronized on music, because we believe that whoever the child is, yoga is not just a form of an exercise, but it is a way of life. And meditation is a regular part of every child's life at EduScan. I once again would like to thank each one of you who could make it in this weather and this fear factor which is all around us to this auditorium. A big thanks from the bottom of my heart. I would love to put a big word of thank you to all those who helped us to make this evening possible. I have a friend who has flown in all the way from India to see that Sambhavaana is Sambhav. Sambhavana, the carnival of hope, is actually a concept of my young friend, Jaya. So may I request Miss Jaya to be on stage. She conceived it and she makes it possible. And this is though the 5th year, but 3rd performance on stage. So let's put our full hands together for this lovely lady who comes every year traveling miles to make this evening possible. believe it, with all this corona around, we did the first 2 years very, very well. We did some lovely things. You know, we think about our children every day. But I remember the last Sambhavaana, we brought in a celebrity dancer from Dance India Dance from India to teach dancing to our mummies. And believe it, that evening when those mothers of our children were dancing on stage, children and daddies were in tears. Probably they never saw this. And maybe after years, you know, right from the time we got this child, we forgot about fun, masti, going out, socializing. And it was such a lovely thing happening last Sambhavana. So each year, Jaya comes up with a wonderful concept. So when she called me this year, I told her, Jaya, it's all corona everywhere. Do you really think we can do it? No, it's high time we must do it. So let's put another round of applause. Who really believes in the cause. And Jaya is who? Jaya is a better half of my childhood friend, Abhas. He cannot come on stage, I know. He's right up there managing what I'm saying, the sound. So let's give a big round of applause for Abhas as well. Thank you so much, Jaya. And thanks a lot, Bhai out there, for making all this possible this evening. And they've traveled in for 2 months. So they've been here right from the inception. Of course, my staff who've been working day in and day out to make an event of this level possible, you would see them all up on stage with children because our children need them on stage. But I really thank each and every member of EduScan team for really bringing this show up. Post the mid-performance of all these kids, we will have a wonderful theater, which is Ek Faisla Aisa Bhi, which is in Hindi. And we have a cast which is taken from the local community out here from Dubai. But our director has flown in from India. And the whole team is working very, very hard. And another fact is that Jaya has written that script, and it is about a family where there is a child with a challenge and another child, and how does the life goes on and the family faces all that challenges. I'm happy, and I would want each one of you to certainly stay back and enjoy this play as well. I know a couple of parents are there up there whose children are backstage. Don't you worry, once their performance is over, EduScan will babysit all the children outside with a lot of fun activities and let you all stay in and enjoy the theater. I would like to really thank each one of you who made this evening possible. At EduScan, we believe that when you believe in yourself, you can really make things happen. This reminds me of a little story of a balloon seller. So there was this balloon seller who used to sell the helium balloons. And every time when there are less children in the garden pestering their dad and mom to buy those balloons, this seller will just release one balloon and the balloon will go up in the sky and children will run up to mommy and daddy saying that, you know, I want this balloon. Well, one little child was observing all the balloons going up in the sky. He goes close to the balloon seller and he taps and says, Uncle, if you will leave that red balloon, will that also go up in the sky? Uncle looked at the child and said, yes, it will go up in the sky. He keeps looking at the balloons and a moment later, he again tapped and said, Uncle, that black balloon with the white dots, if you leave that, will that also go up in the sky? Uncle said, yes, that will also go in the sky, my child. And this time, Uncle said, Beta, it is not the color, the shape, or the size of the balloon, but what is inside determines how high will it go in the sky. So my dear lovely parents, this evening, just with one message, that we want, that we cultivate these lovely positive feelings and virtues in our children who are growing up. the feeling and virtue of love, care, and kindness. Because that is going to determine how high will they go in their lives. And that is what happens at EduScan. I have a humble request to each one of you to enjoy this inclusive evening as much as we enjoy presenting it just for you. Stay back, enjoy. Thank you.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We walk hand in hand. We walk hand in hand. We walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.